G'day Sammy, I'm sorry about the delay in doing your video here. I'm just going to show you how I do the smile lines if you're having trouble. Hopefully this helps you. This is the colour I'm going to use. It's actually a really nice colour. So I'll just show you how I do the smile lines. I've already applied a tip. I've done a square and a stiletto, so this one will be a little bit more of a deep smile line. This one will be just a normal smile line. So hopefully this helps you. Okay, grabbing some monomer. Okay, so when you're doing your smile line, you want a fairly decent sized bead. You start about here, place your bead, and then just focus on getting that smooth at the back first. Tip the nail down, and then just pat it from side to side until you start getting a curve. And then you can just bring it down a bit further. And then you start shaping your smile line. You want to make it quite high. So can you see how high that is there? You want it about that high, just enough room that you've got enough room that you can put some white in there. Okay, so that's roughly how high you want it. I'll just turn our hand. Roughly how high you want it. So this is a size 12 alpha brush, so it gives you an idea on how high you basically want it. It's about 3 millimeters high. That'll give you plenty of room to put your product buttered up to it. Obviously it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, mine's not completely perfect, but that's fine. Just make sure that you do have enough on there so that when you go to file it, you're not going to file it off. So usually put a bit more on. Like I said, this is a bit high, and then you have plenty of room to be able to put your white and still have room to file. You want this smooth at the back, because if you don't have that smooth, it'll create shadowing and you'll get like a dark line that goes across. So you want that smooth before you put your cuticle bead on. You can, if you really wanted to, you could do an ombre on this part here. I've been toying around with that idea for a little while now, about doing an ombre here and then doing black on the end, or pink ombre here and white on the end. But I'll show you how you do cuticle bead now. So you want a fair bit of powder, and you just place it here, and then at the back of the bead, sorry, you just want to push that in and get that flush with the nail. and then you can bring it down over the top. So it will make it a little bit thicker. Oh, I've got a bit of a lip there, we'll fix that. Okay, so it does make it a little bit thicker, as you can see. That's probably a little bit thicker than what I would normally have it, but we can file that after. Alright, so you can see the apex starting to build, and then we're going to drop it down. So you're not going to fill the white right up to the top, maybe 3/4 of the way when you put your white or whatever colour you're putting on. Alright, so we'll let that set. I'll do this one. So this is just your normal smile line. So again, place it about here. You want to start at the back. Gonna do my cuticle bead. Okay, so just let that set. So as you can see, I've put way too much on there, but you want that so you have room to file. Okay, sorry this video is going to be a little bit long, but I want to help you. So, all right. If you have any questions after, just let me know, and I'll see if I can help you out with that. I'm just cleaning my brush. Alright, that's dry. And to get a really smooth smile line, you want to file it. So let me push this back a bit. Push your finger back. So you want to file the smile line to make it really smooth and no bumps. Make sure there's no bumps, and just really refine it. So you sort of want it at, you don't want your file straight up and down, you want it at an angle a little bit. So just slightly at an angle. And you just go all the way around that smile line. Clean off the dust. Okay, can you see how much smoother that is? So I've refined that, and that gives you a really nice wall to butt your white up against, or whatever colour you're using. I'll do the other one. That's dry. Okay, so this one is the same, just not as deep. So this is just your standard French smile line, but you do want to make sure that you make every side even. Otherwise, it'll look weird. So can you see I'm holding my file about just like that, so give you an idea. It's not 90 degrees. That's 90 degrees. It's just back a little bit, just a little bit, so you can get in there. So that's 90 degrees. I'm holding it about there. Maybe, I don't know, 10 degrees, 5 degrees, something like that. Right, now. So that's all refined. As you can see, it's giving a nice clean wall. So you can see it's fairly thick, but you want that so you have room to, like I said, butt your white up against it. When it comes to your white can be a bit funny. But I'll show you. So this is your white. You want to bleed it out. You place your bead on, and then you want to push it up into the sides. It doesn't matter if you get it all over the top because you're going to file it off anyway. Just make sure you don't get any on the skin. And you just pat it down. Make sure it's right up in there though. Sorry, I got my hand in the way. I'm just feathering that second bead of white up. That's all. Just to give myself a nice shape. Okay, now can you see here I didn't get quite all the way in there? That's okay, we'll fix that. Oh look, get that off of there. Okay, so we're just going to pick up the tiniest little bead. Literally like way too big. And just place that in there. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to make sure that your smile line from the nude cover, or the cover pink, or whatever you're using, is on point, like perfect, once you've filed it. But you do need to make sure you at least get it into roughly the shape you want. But you can see how that looks. It looks terrible, but when we file it, it'll be good. I'm just checking from angles to make sure it's at least even distribution. So this one will be a little bit easier. So you just want to butt that right up in there and focus on getting it into the wings first. Sorry, I'm not very good at explaining things, but I thought I'd give it a shot. You just do want to make sure that it's thick enough where you need it, otherwise when you come to file, you just file it right off. One more bead. Just here. See, that's a bit thin just there. Okay, so just let that set. I'm just going to clean my brush real quick. Okay. Now you can pinch if you really want to. I'm not that great at pinching, so I don't really do it. But I will just test to see if this is dry. That's all dry. So when you come to file, as you know, you just do your normal filing routine. Yeah, so I'll just quickly zip over the smile line here, and you'll be able to see. So can you see how crisp that is? So you've got right up into the wing, nice and pointy, and same on this side. Now when you're doing your side walls, you don't want to file too much because you'll file that away, and you don't want to file that away because it will look stupid. So you just file just a little bit, just so that you get those side walls flush, and then you can just file over with the rest of it. I'll just finish this nail real quick. Yeah, I'm just doing this free edge here because it's a bit bulky. So now you can see how easy it is. Just make sure you get up in there. Get that nice and straight. But you can see how easy it is to get a good smile line just by doing that. I know this video goes for almost half an hour. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm just hoping that it does help you, because this is how I've done mine, and it's really easy, I found. Okay. Alright, well, let us know how you go. Hopefully this helps. I'm not going to edit the video, so I do apologise. It will go for a while. Yeah, good luck. I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing some more of your videos. You're doing really well. Alright, bye!